Really cool.
Hey everybody, welcome to Odd Pod, your #1 place for nostalgia. I'm Dan and this is another package from Retro Remind. Not too long ago I opened a package from them. They're kind of like a shop on Instagram, so basically they'll post things on Instagram and you say whether you want it or not, and then you sort it all out, pay by PayPal, and you get it sent to you. It's really quick, really simple, and really great people to deal with and stuff, and really great prices as well. So yeah, I thought I'd get a few more little bits. Nothing big, it's only like a few items in there and a little extra as well, which is really cool. But the main reason I bought something else, because I haven't really got the money, but there's something that I saw that I had as a kid that it's one of those things where I haven't thought about it since, because I completely forgot about it. And as soon as I saw this certain item, I had to get it. It was just one of those things where I literally hadn't thought of it since I was about 4 or 5 years old, maybe probably actually younger than that, maybe 3 years old, like really young. And I'll show you what it is with the first thing. It is Fraggle Rock, Red Fraggle's birthday. And I just, as soon as I saw that front cover, it just sent me back. Like, I give you nostalgia. This gave me a huge hit of nostalgia. I just couldn't believe when I saw it. So I haven't seen this since I was a kid. So it's one of those, obviously you can tell it's like a really, for really young kids, because the pages are like cardboard practically. So rather than paper where kids can just rip it up, it's more thicker cardboard each page, and it's just very simple writing on each page. And it's just a really nice book with I just remember going through it all the time, looking at the pictures, and then I remember even trying to draw Fraggles as well, because I used to draw a lot. But yeah, I remember reading through this a lot, even though it was hardly any words, but I didn't know, and I couldn't really read until I had to learn, didn't I? So things like this helped me. So yeah, it was really nice seeing this again. And you've got like a fabricy spine on it as well, and I remember looking at it back, and it's really special this. Because one of the big reasons I collect, because not only it's my nostalgia and things I wanted and had as a kid, it's kind of holding other people's nostalgia in a way. Like some of these things, or a lot of these things, things kids I don't know opened on Christmas back in the 80s or 90s, and all their birthdays, and it was really special. So it's like all the excitement and everything from all these toys, I'm keeping hold of it and taking care of it. And it sounds weird, it sounds cheesy, but yeah, I'm just holding on to other people's excitement for the toys they had as a kid and the nostalgia and stuff like that. So, and it's more special when I get something like this. I sometimes get it in annuals. You don't really get it on toys, but you get it on books. And this one has it. It's to Louisa, Love Mum and Dad, and 1986. So it's really special when it's got some writing on it. And I noticed, I thought that was quite strange actually, because I remembered back in the day when I used to get like annual books and stuff like that. I noticed because it was usually my grandparents would get them me and sign them inside the thing and everything, and they would always date them. And I always thought, because you don't do that on birthday cards or Christmas cards. You don't say, to whoever, happy birthday, from Dan 2017. You don't really get that, but on the books they always dated it. But I just find it kind of special that maybe this Louisa girl hasn't thought about this, or has thought about this. You never know, but I'm holding on to it. It's here. I'm going to look after it. I'm going to take care of it. So yeah, it's just, I know it sounds cheesy. It's just one of those things, but it's just special when you get little notes at the back of that. It's really nice. So I like that. So it's just the thought of the kid opening it on Christmas or birthday. I don't know which one it would be, and just being so excited. And maybe they had it for years. Maybe they only had it for a year. You just don't know. But it's here now, and I'm going to take care of it. So that's the Fraggle Rock book, and there are a few more little bits in here. We have one thing. I wasn't going to show this on video because it's something I'm planning to a review on sometime in the future, because I do have another one, so it's cool that I've got two now. And that is a flying glider, and this is a World War II one. These were really popular in the UK in the 80s and 90s. Basically, it's like a little. I'm sure they were made of polystyrene, like little aeroplanes, and they've got like little slits, and you slot the wings on. You put the end on so it's more weighted. I think it's a little propeller that's got a little bit of weight to it, and you put the tail on, and then you throw it, and it proper glides like a paper aeroplane, basically, but a bit better. I remember one time when I was a kid, because I used to have loads of these. I used to get them from newsagents really cheap, and I remember this is one of those things. You know when you're younger and some things, well, as you remember them quite differently. So maybe it was just just the way I've remembered it is completely wrong. But I remember throwing one, and it was quite a windy day, and it went round. Do you know, like I can't remember, like a pine tree kind of thing, like a tree, like a Christmas tree kind of shape. It was a tree like that outside, and I threw it, and it went round the tree, and then just kept going round and round the tree. And it, like I said, it wasn't mega windy, but it was a bit like but it was like it was in a tornado, and it was just going around the tree for like 30 minutes. But that's just in my memory. It could have been gone around twice and then flown down. But I remember being amazed looking at it just fly around like it was on its, like there was a little pilot inside flying it. So yeah, it was really cool memory that. But again, it could have just been an exaggerated memory over the years. But I will do a little review on these sometime because yeah, I just remember getting them a lot. So they're really cool. Next up we have, it was another little extra in here. And it's a little bendy Bart Simpson. Yeah, he's from, he's not a retro, well, I guess you could, it's kind of retro, 2002. Because I always think anything from 2000 to now, not retro. But you got to think the year 2000 was 17 years ago. I know, I still keep thinking a few years ago was like 1999, but no. So this is 2002, so it's like 15 years old, pretty much. So it's on its way. I kind of think of the GameCube and stuff like that now, getting there, being collectible and retro-ish. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I like it. So yeah, it's like a little bendy Bart Simpson. So I like that. Next up is another Simpsons related thing, something I did actually purchase, wasn't an extra, and something I thought was just really cool. And this one is from the 90s, and it's another little Bart Simpson, but like a little. It's got a like solid head, but like a little beanbag kind of body. I just thought he was really cool. So I like him. Does it say on the tag what year he's from? 1991, I think. So yeah, he's really cool. I like him. So that's 2 Bart Simpsons. And there's one more thing I actually bought, and then there's a bunch of little extras. So thank you so much, Retro Remind. And if you do want to go onto Retro Remind's Instagram, it's retro_remind. And sorry about the noise in the background. retro_remind, and it's just every so often you'll see new things coming up for time. And the good thing I like about it though, it's not just retro toys, it's random merchandise. One of my favourite things in the world is random merchandise. I mean, I love my figures and toys, but amongst all those, my favourite things are probably like just the random stuff, like lampshades and bed sheets and I don't know, pinball game thing, just random merchandise. I really love it. So this next one is a badge. I think the rest of these are like badges and stuff, but this one's one I actually bought because I had to. And it's Mr. Blobby. Some Americans might be thinking, what the hell is Mr. Blobby? On episode 3 of the Odd Pod show, if you go back to it and watch it, I do a little thing about Mr. Blobby on it, and you'll even see him on the thumbnail, Mr. Blobby on the front, this guy. But yeah, he was big in the 90s. He was on a TV show called, appeared first on a TV show called Noel's House Party, and it was just random 90s phenomena that kind of happened. He had a #1 single, he had toys, he had all sorts of things. It was just a guy in a costume going mental. It was very bizarre, but I loved him as a kid. I thought he was ace. So yeah, Mr. Blobby badge. That's really cool. And the rest of these are another little badges, but they're like little extras and they're really cool. So, oh no, and there's one pencil topper as well. Here we go. There's a little pencil topper, and that is Spike from Rugrats. Very cool, like that. I think I had that. I think it was in cereal. Next up we have Nasher from Beano, or Dennis the Menace if you want. Yep, Nasher there. We have, I can get to it. Oh, another Simpsons thing. We have Bart Simpson on a sledge or sleigh. There we go. And two more we have, and these are really cool. We have I've Met Ronald McDonald badge, which is really cool. I really like that. That's very, very cool. And last of all, we have I'm a McDonald's Partygoer. Really, another really cool one. I really like that. So yeah, I love like old badges like that. Really cool. I'm gonna get like, I'm gonna have to put them on my bag or something. I just don't want to lose them, but I want to put on something because they're really cool. I like them. So yeah, that's it. That's my my stuff from Retro Remind, and I just love getting stuff from there because it's just random cool merchandise and it's stuff that I don't really come across on places like eBay and stuff like that. And I don't really go to car boots anymore because they're just annoying. So I really like this. It's really cool. So thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you're hiding this stuff, like especially that Fraggle Rock book if you remember it. Let me know in the comments below. So like, comment, subscribe, share, etc. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.